come on, this many people for one person? All right, come on, I gotta find a place to hide before they catch me. Oh, come on. All right, I just gotta flick this. Take. Okay, I don't think they saw that.
Dylan? What did you do?
Alright, welcome back to the next episode. So in this episode, I actually have a completely different plan from basically anything I said last time. As much as I'd really like to settle in this place is actually terrible for my long-term survival. Because if I stay here any longer, I'm basically not going to make any progress. The main problem comes from the fact that there's basically not that much farmland to really go for here. Maybe some in the forest, but still, setting that all up is a lot more difficult than you might think. Because then I have to chop down trees, and it's just a lot of work just to make a wheat field. But the good news is, in the last episode, we saw a place over in that direction that looked pretty flat, all things considered. And actually, it looks like basically the only flat land that was even in this entire continent. Now, the first thing that I have to tackle almost immediately is actually making a cooking pot, because I realized that people back at home were able to cook the crabs by boiling them, not just cooking them on a fire. So if I make a cooking pot, alright, then hopefully then the problem solves itself. And then once I actually make that, I won't have to make it again when I'm cooking food in the future. That is to say that I do need to cook this up real quick. I think all I need is just 2 bricks. And then, more importantly, is that I just need more iron. So maybe there's some iron along the shore that I missed last time that I could just pick up real quick. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything, so I might have to go into the caves. I'm kind of nervous about running into any hostile mobs. So what I think I need is a good old-fashioned shield. It would probably have helped if I actually just lit this place up earlier, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dig down here and hope we run into some iron. Okay. Hey, look, there's diamonds. That is to say though, did I bring my bucket? I didn't bring water. And in fact, you know what, if I'm gonna be in the caves anyway, I might as well just do it during the nighttime. Thing keeps freaking me out. It makes me a little nervous to go into the caves, but I still think that's far away from here, so none of our problem. Ooh, hey buddy. Okay, come on. That was a little... I really don't want to get in danger here. Oh, jeez. Okay, that zombie already sees me. And the spider already sees me. Ow! Shoot. Oh, God. Oh, there's iron right there, but there's a skeleton. All right, this is gonna be really dangerous. So I gotta take this one mob. Ooh! At it. Oh, there's iron right there. Oh, they're coming right towards me. Come on. All right, let's get you. Come on. Okie dokie. All right, this is a lot of iron, so I actually should go for it. Just listen out for skeletons. Come on. I'm actually doing better than I thought. Ooh, emeralds. All right, oof. There seems to be iron there. Let's go for it. Bad idea. All right, let's not do that. That's a baby zombie, which I don't want to fight at the same time. Oh, come on. Okay. I think this is already calling it too close, so let's just call our luck there. Maybe a little bit more iron. And all right, let's get out of here. Not pushing our luck any further. Luckily, it seems like the campfire is keeping away most everything, so this old place is safe. And let's actually cook up the, I'll get the iron cooking at least now. And I forgot the coal. Actually, I'll cook up the salmon on the fire while we wait. And heal up by the fire. That's a really good point. Again, really bad at prioritizing what I need to do. Finally, cooked food. That's quite nice. But let's grab the iron now. All right, good enough. And I might make iron armor with this, but I think it's about time for me to hit the hay.
There's so much news going up and down the line. I don't know who to believe.
Most of that stuff isn't even true. All right, so just calm down. Look, do you have any regen?
Yeah, I have some stew from leftover. They look bad. What's been happening?
I've been chased basically everywhere. But it's not the full story. Look, I need a place to hide out for a bit, or at the very least, I need you to get me out of here. Probably somewhere on the far lands. Is there something you can do? A ship or just a train to get me as far as possible?
Yeah, I have a plan. Here, take this. It's got instructions. I made sure to be very thorough with them.
Yeah, 7 pages. Is this
No,
really?
look, listen, you know me. I'm very thorough. I don't miss a detail.
Okay, all right. Am I able to stay out here for the night? I don't want to risk going back out there.
You have to lay low, but I'm sorry you can't stay here. Not anymore.
All right, fine. I'll figure something out, but just know I didn't do anything wrong, okay?
I'll see you later. Just take care of yourself, please.
Okay. Okay, and we'll do a little bit more collecting of a few more crabs. I want to get out of here as soon as possible, but unfortunately, again, I just feel like we need to get a lot more food together. Oh, and I should probably prepare a campfire. Come here. And unfortunately, I guess we're gonna leave a barrel behind unless we carry it literally with us. I guess we're gonna leave all the crab claws behind as well. That's a lot more claws than I thought it would be. Maybe I should just take a whole barrel with me. That'd be a bad idea. This could be pretty funny, actually. And I want a lot of crabs with me just because once I leave here, I'm not gonna have a stable food source until I get a farm going. That is absolutely crucial. Maybe I'll make some barrels ahead of time just so I'm not waiting later. Yeah, that should be fine. 5 barrels, that can store some stuff. All right, so I'll take this barrel, which is blocking most of my view, and then we'll head out. Ooh, and I gotta make sure I grab some berries. I'll leave these here, and again, I'll leave... I don't know, I'm kind of worried that these aren't growing at all. Okay, yeah, so yeah, come to think of it, we're actually gonna need all of these. We're gonna need as much as possible if they're growing this slowly. So let's hope... Oh, and then last thing I need is just 1 piece of charcoal so I can make the campfire. Perfect charcoal, put that there. Sticks and logs. All right, sweet. Okay, come to think of it, actually, I can just take this and then we'll cook the rest when we're there, and I'll just take the rest of the raw crab. 'Cause I don't have time to waste, we gotta go. All right, let's go. Now, unfortunately, this barrel is gonna be blocking my face. See, I don't wanna fall in caves, so I'm gonna have to look down a lot. Luckily, I'm not much slower carrying all of this, but it is a lot. Regardless, as you can see, that's the area over there that we want to go get. So let's get it. Oh, there's a lot of black sheep here. Actually, might as well grab the wool while we're here. There's more blueberries. I'll grab those along the way. I'm gonna end up grabbing so much that we might run out of time before I can even set up a base. So actually, let's just get going. I could pick up some leaves for easy smelting, but I'll come pick those up later. Ooh, what is that? That might be cotton. Again, I'll pick that up later. All right, and we're here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to place down campfire, probably just right here, which I need to light. Luckily, I did bring the friend steel, so that's fine. Next, I can put down the cooking pot and put on the, where did I put the crabs? Crabs. Let's place down a few more barrels and just kind of dump a lot of things in there. Let's get reorganized. Oh, geez, wait, I'm actually really hot right now. Is that because of the biome? Oh, shoot, wait, if that's because of the biome, okay, oh yeah, okay, it's hot, come on, good, cool off, okay, this biome's gonna actually kind of suck. I believe a primitive way to sort of keep your temperature down is, well, first off, water, so maybe I should just keep a little pool up there. But then I think I can also turn leaves into some sort of relief, but I gotta stay away from that campfire in the meantime. Oh, jeez. This is my resting spot. How else am I supposed to cool down? All right, yep, temperature's going back up. Okay, let me see if I can make any armor out of this. Let's do that. That should be... Let's hope that provides enough. I'm really not sure if it will, but nope, that's not enough. I gotta get more. Come on, all the leaves. Chestplate, leggings, boots. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have moved. I didn't think the sun would be this much hotter out here. But, well, hindsight and all that. Okay, actually, I do need more water, so... I actually just need to make, like, a pool of water here. Let's take that one. Let's just get some water. Okay. I bet it's gonna get cool at night, but whatever. I want to see if I can collect some seeds as this goes, but really it did not do anything. Actually, it's doing pretty good. So we'll set up the land for tomorrow, and then once we sleep through the night, then we'll be able to set up the farms. Okay, actually, as it's starting to turn nighttime, I'm actually getting kind of chilly with this outfit. So let's see what happens if I just take it off. Guess that's the next thing I need to do. Now that it's getting harder to hydrate, maybe I'll need to make the water purifier. Okay, it's still a bit hot out. I think I was just getting really chilly with the clothes on. Where is that? Sounds like it's coming directly in that direction, but that's a pretty long walk from there. All right, luckily we got a lot of seeds going. Gotta stay away from that campfire. I guess the difference is that I was closer to the coast last time, so... Oh, and I'm overheating as I'm talking about temperature. Okay, and you know what? Again, just because I don't know how the monsters are gonna be out here, let's make a bed and let's sleep out the night. And right here. All right. I trust his plan, but I don't know, something just feels off. Like he's being careful with his words, or I don't know, maybe there is something else in this book, but he didn't want me to say. Huh? Get off the train before it arrives. They'll find you if you stay, and whatever you do, keep moving. Oh shoot, he was trying to warn me. All right, come on. I think I can jump out just from the back here. Yeah, there's a river right here. All right, come on. 3, 2, you know what? Actually, looking at it, I feel like I get a pretty good view of this area around here. Still not sure if I see any spruce. That could be spruce over there, but that could also be jungle. Oh, wait a minute. That one's spruce for sure. So I might actually journey over there real quick, see if I can also get a better view of the general layout of things. But first, let's make the farm. So I think I'll start it kind of like right here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That'll include that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. 4. Now let's get this grid going. Okay, wheat. And hopefully these will start growing eventually. So that'll give me some time to also, I guess, start setting up a home for myself. Because the question is, where do I want to put the home? Could be by the coast, but then this hill would be in the way. I kind of like here, honestly. It's pretty close to the forest. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll put it here, and let's go grab some spruce so that we can start growing it over here. Oh, and I guess while we're going through the forest, we can grab some of the leaves, because these will be good for smelting when I don't have coal, or when it's just small enough where I want to just throw something in the furnace for a second. Luckily, there's a lot of... we're gonna ignore that. Luckily, there's a lot of animals around here, so I'll be able to wrangle them later. It's definitely already cold over here, so let's take off the leaf armor. Oh, geez. Yep, it's definitely cold here. I imagine I'm gonna start freezing a little bit, so let's grab this and go. Oh, yep, I'm already freezing. Do I have a quick way to cool down? Or to, I guess, to heat up? Son, heat me up, please. Okay, all right, we've got time now. I can head back in, chop down a few more trees. Again, I want to grab some saplings so I can take them back so we can harvest more trees. And we're getting out of here. Heat me up, please. I hope this is safe. Nope, it's not safe. It's not safe. Let's not be hurting ourselves. Okay, good. These are already a few saplings. I thought this was going to be a quick in and out, but I guess I didn't realize how cold it is in these kind of biomes. Sapling, any more saplings? Nope. Okay, I'll grab this one last tree, and then hopefully that should be enough. Come on. Yeah, look at that. That's a whole taiga. There's a whole cold area over there. Ow. I really gotta be careful about that. I think that's good enough. I think we're good to head back now. Ow. I missed the campfire. Wait a minute. Ooh, aqua affinity. Maybe a little bit. Ooh, looting. That's actually pretty good. I'll take the iron and I'll take the bucket, and I think I'll get out of here before something decides to spawn. Yep, there they are. Maybe that's what I heard earlier. Well, dang, I mean, that might be useful somehow. I'm not sure, but maybe I could practice my combat. What? How are... Okay, wait a minute. What if it's a whole other... Just out of curiosity. Okay, come on, let's go. I was wondering if that was a skeleton spawner that time. That would have actually been quite useful. Now that we're back with some resources, I think we can actually start to get started on building the house. I look ridiculous. So actually, one of the first things we're gonna need is a lot more stone. So that way I can actually build the foundation of the house, and then I can move up with wood. We're gonna need a lot of stone, generally like cobblestone, anything like that. So with that being said, I will actually go mining and make sure I have a few more pickaxes. But I think what I can do is I can probably start digging into the wall here and just have a cave kind of running through the back of the mountain, which should look pretty cool. Actually, what's kind of cool is that we actually have cobbled, what is this? Cobbled tavertine, which actually might look pretty cool in some building scenarios. All right, so we'll just use this as kind of like the base of where to dig into, and then I think, honestly, I'll just start... I'll just start digging in here and kind of create a little bit more of a cave. All right, so I'll just start digging down here. Nothing too elaborate, but hopefully this will eventually lead to even our little access down to deep slate. Now, I don't want to fall victim to what I almost did last time, where I dig directly into some giant cave, but maybe luckily that actually does happen, because that was a cool little find there, and unfortunately I eventually need to go back to go get the diamonds that were there. And I do know it led into a pretty big deep slate cave, so we can at least look out for that. Oh, and you know what? I just found diorite and andesite, which is actually gonna come in handy with what we're gonna do very soon. Oh, all right, and you know what? This is almost the same kind of cave that we almost fell into, but unfortunately there's zombies here, so that's actually bad news. Let's put some light there. That still doesn't mean skeletons can't get to us. Regardless, this is actually really good, because this is an easy way to just go through caves and get the resources that I might need later, which for now, all I'm really focused on is just getting iron. Oh, and apparently it's also raining now. I guess I should be on the lookout for monsters. Does the rain make you cold? I think it did last time it rained. Oh, actually, I almost forgot to place down these saplings, so let's actually do that right now. Don't know if this is the perfect time to be doing that, but now's better than ever. Let's actually finish smelting this iron. Maybe not keep the iron on me. In fact, just while we have the time and it's night, and I don't think there's any threats that will be nearby. It looks like the campfire is keeping most of them away. I do want to make chains, because then I can finally craft some armor, and that will be my minimal amount of protection for now, which looks at least a little better than anything I had before. And luckily it's pretty light, so that means that I can still move around quite well with this. So anyway, with that being said, let's head to sleep. All right. Oh, jeez. All right. What do I do now? Do I still have to go to the...
So you're here.
Hey,
On the run. That is, that somehow makes sense for you one of these days. Don't worry, I'm with you. I'm not here to take you in.
Are you sure? Because, something...
Cole sent me. He knows someone, and that person, well, he pays my rent, so.
Okay.
I kind of owe him a few.
Well...
Now, before anything, is it true?
No, of course it's not. Look, it's hard to explain, and I feel like if I say anything, you're gonna get in trouble too, but it's just...
Oh, I'm already in trouble helping you here. Don't get it twisted. If I'm found out, I'll be in the same jail cell as they put you in. The only difference is they might execute you, and I'll probably live the rest of my life in a cell. Now, let's go this way. We need to get out of here before they start searching. There's an unattended boat on the harbor. They've already taken over the one that Cole originally had set up for you, so we're gonna have to get you on one that's not exactly being watched.
Okay. And sun comes out. Not pleasurable to sleep like that all night, but whatever. Yeah, so unfortunately it looks like the crops, well, it looks like they're growing at least a little bit, but still very slow. I think I could help out with that a bit, because now we have spruce. And with those slabs, I can do that and there. So that way, at least when it gets dark, they can still have a chance to grow at night. Now, I'm gonna start burning up in like half a moment now, so I'm actually gonna put this away real quick, and then we're gonna head into the mines, which will hopefully cool us down. Okay, into the mines. I was gonna say, this might be my opportunity to sneak around and grab some stuff while I'm in here. I should probably pull out my shield for this one. And probably just get as much iron as I can, because again, this will come in handy when I start working on any sort of mechanical stuff. Oh shoot. It sounds like there's a lot of something over there, and I kind of don't want to know what that is. Whew. All right, yeah, again, I want to grab some of this stuff. All right, let's head back. Oh, there goes my axe. Okay, that's not good news. That's not good at all. I can use a pickaxe, I guess that's fine. Ooh. Thank you. Come on. Ow! Oh, okay. That's my sign to head out. I say as I grab more iron. Yeah, no, I think that's my time to go. If you ever see my health drop into less than half, you know I'm risking it really hard. Because I don't think that's happened yet, and I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. Okay, but it's gonna be hot out, so let's not stay up here too long. Let's just regen at the fire, and then we'll be on our way. We also need an axe before we head back down. So let's make that real quick. Get the sticks I've got here and the stone here, axe, and let's go before I start heating up too much. All right, so again, we're just gonna collect all this diorite and then hopefully collect a lot more stone, and then we can start building the house. And I think we might as well grab the andesite while we're here too. Ooh, hey. I heard it getting closer, I just didn't think it was that close. I think it's safe to say for now that I can go back up, drop this stuff off, now that I have no pickaxes. And then we can go down on this other side here for one more run of cobblestone. Oh, and luckily the tree's growing. When did I get a potato? Wait, why did I didn't even notice, but hold on. Potato might actually be perfect right now. So let's just start growing that right there. I genuinely did not realize that we already had potatoes. Ooh, and a second tree grew. Okay, let me make the pickaxes. Blam, blam. Yeah, while those leaves are decaying, let me head back down and do a little bit more digging for some actual stone. Ooh, oh, jeez, really another cave? Definitely placing down light here. Oh, dang. Even in caves you can hear it. I don't know what that is, but that's, at the very least, that's my clock to let me know that it's about to turn nighttime. Which is funny if it weren't as mysterious and almost terrifying as it is right now. I should probably also pick up this lapis that's here, just for the sake of in case if I actually get enchanting sooner than I expect. Okay, so we finally hit deep slate. Okay, well, I think that's as far down as I'm gonna go, just because pickaxe breaking is a pretty good sign that I need to turn it around. Oh my god, is it raining again? Ooh! Oh my god. That actually really scared me. Okay, that is not cool. I guess I'll go to sleep in any case.
Alright, just up here.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you've actually been here before, but it's actually a lot less lively than usual. The militia's cleared out most of the civilians in town, and well, the only ones remaining other than militia are people that are stubborn.
Interesting.
Now, first of all, here's a spyglass.
Oh,
take a look around. The militia's got this place on lockdown, so it's definitely going to be a task getting you onto the ship.
Okay. Jeez. Then how are we gonna... Wait, which ship do I have to take?
The spruce one, the one further.
Further. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the SS Outlandish?
That was never the plan from the beginning. That's what the militia wanted you to take. Cole
jeez.
went along with it, but relayed the necessary information to me behind the scenes.
Alright, so what are we gonna do about a distraction then?
A distraction, huh? I can do a distraction, actually.
What do you have in mind?
Something a little out there. Listen, I'll go around, you wait here, and when you see the signal, get on the ship. Just don't get seen, because my everything is kind of on the line here.
Gotcha.
Be
Alright.
careful. Okay? And remember, keep south. We need a way to get to you if we need to find you.
Alright, you also be careful then.
I will. Don't worry, I'm not unarmed.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep looking into things with Cole and anyone else that, well, wants to listen. Be careful.
Okay, good luck.
You too.
This might be enough. I guess at the very least, I'll lay it out with cobblestone, and I'll see if it looks good. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually, I'll use these logs to lay out the property. 1, 2, 3, 5, okay, so the dimensions end up being this. Yeah, I think I'll thin this in order to give me a little bit more room here. So I'll have to do something like this. So now that that's laid out, okay, I'll actually have to do this, that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blam. Okay, that's what that looks like. 5, 5, 5. All right, 5, blam, blam. 2, da, or 5, blam. That's up that. Da, 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 da. Okay, so this will be the size of the house. They do need to go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, blam, 5, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so yeah, then it'll be that high around. Okay, hopefully I have enough cobblestone to fill in these in-between gaps. Oh man, I did not have enough. Okay. You know, something else that stands out to me is that at some point I probably do need, like, if I could get bamboo from somewhere. I still I don't think anywhere over there, I don't think any of this is bamboo. So I don't think I'll have scaffolding. Actually, unless I do have an idea for a different type of scaffolding. That I'll need to get some copper. Okay, and then while it does that, do iron. We don't need that much smelted. Cobblestone. Oh, you know what? I feel like what would be better than harvesting just these trees like this is actually using the mechanical saw, I think is what it's called. Because then I can chop down all the leaves as well with it. So I actually might invest into that very soon. All right, but I'm getting sidetracked. 3 stone, 1 iron ingot, and blam, blam. So now we get a stone cutter. With the stone cutter, we can put the iron in, and there's a lot of stuff that we can actually make with it. What we really want is just the scaffolding. Not that we need the scaffolding right now, but it will help as we're building the rest of this place. All right, boom. So we got the base sorted out. Very rough texturing. And so now we can move on to getting to a little bit more of like the actual upper part. Now, specifically, I actually think we'll need all these spruce logs and then some diorite. And so with that, let's do that. First, what I want to do is I want to line this with diorite. And then what I can do is I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that all the way across down here. Ow, awesome. Yep. And then the center part, which I believe this is center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. This is where a massive amount of spruce use will come in here. Most of this building in general will use spruce, but then it's also primarily for the sake of the logs. Okay, that hurts. I'm at half. I haven't fallen beneath half. I feel like that's a clarification that can be made. Is that really bad to be out here right now with that? Yes. You would be spot on about that observation. Line the outside with spruce logs. Run out of axe durability, go to sleep, and then move on with your life. All right, that looks pretty good. I think I'll add some texturing there later. Oh, and actually, while we're here, I actually want to make something else that should help with all of our wood cutting. I think we already have everything. No, we need iron. There. Oh, nope, slabs good down there. Sticks. Sawmill. This should help with efficiently cutting up wood. So yeah, this will definitely be a lot more efficient for a lot of the things that we are going to make here. Make some of those, some of that, and then I think doing something like this, followed by this, looks pretty nice. So we'll follow that along here. I'm gonna need the crab claw. That, nope. Because I'm wrong. That, yeah, it would also be pretty good to also make some of these. So that will be the general structure of what the frame here looks like. I think I can use these cut diorite bricks because that actually looks really nice with the rest of it. Now I can actually pretty simply line these out at least. Sweet. Now I just need more spruce logs. Now again, I think it would be most efficient of me to grow more of them at the same time, but then also I think I could probably make a mechanical saw to make chopping down trees a little easier. So this will be our first steps into create, which I forgot is a lot harder than I remember to make the mechanical saw because you need iron plates, the crushed things from the mechanical press. So we would need a mechanical press first, and that's why we save iron. So actually, preemptively, now that we have 2 buckets, it's actually a lot easier to make water sources. And I actually wonder if I can make something quite pretty here. I think I'll actually make a little lake here. All right, so we're just gonna start digging down and start filling it up with water. All right, so we got a little lake going on here. So the idea is that I can make it taper off into this little area in like maybe a smaller little lake. So with that in mind, maybe I'll do like, okay, so yeah, this creates a little path for the water to sort of follow. This is where I should probably take a hot second to create the main part of this whole thing so I can actually structure it off of where that's going to be. That little thing requires andesite and iron. Mix them together and you can make andesite alloy. With that, you can make shafts. And with shafts and enough wood, you can then make a water wheel and an even bigger water wheel. So this is what we're gonna use to start generating some energy. So that way we can power the mechanical press. So let's go place that down where that's gonna go. So we're basically gonna get it to come up here. I need a shovel. gonna eventually get it to go over here. And then I think as long as the water runs all the way over there, maybe I'll bring it one block closer. The water should run over here, run down, and just into the lake. But first, since we're far away from the campfire, I think we should probably sleep. Don't want any mobs messing up the water wheel. How long is he gonna take to do this distraction? I'm almost out of food. And, well, maybe water. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, dude. Alright, well, I guess that's a good enough distraction. All I've got to do is just make it on the ship without being seen. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, nothing I can do about that now. Come on, don't see me, don't see me. Alright, come on. Sorry about this. Alright, come on, let's go. Faster. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, here we go. I really hope nothing bad comes of this. You know what, come to think of it, did the season change? I feel like this is the middle of spring, because I can definitely feel it's starting to get a little bit hotter out. So as you can see, actually, the water wheel already seems to be turning in the wrong direction, though. Well, technically in the right direction. Oh, all right, well, let's just, okay, let's, yeah, sure, let's do that for now. Let's actually dig out the lake that's supposed to be down here, or I guess pond, I don't know what the difference is. Probably definitely a pond, not a lake. I can use these to help guide the water. So now, do that there, and then basically should allow us to create a pretty steady water flow. Nice. I actually kind of like the flower being there. I'm gonna keep that there. Now what I don't like is the water flows itself. So I'm gonna block those off for now. All right, and that looks like that's complete. I kind of like this being here. It kind of shows that I've artificially built this place. So I'm gonna keep it like that. All right, so with that out of the way, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna hide a little bit of a mechanics area inside the hill here so I can place some create mod stuff. Maybe I'll just hide it like right here. For now, I'll just use copper scaffolding. Hey, you know what? Make it look more maintenance-y. There we go, perfect. All right, yeah, so we can bring this around here. So I could do that. And then honestly, I think just depot. How do you make a depot? Okay, I think what I need to do, again, get more wood. Do this. Perfect. Okay, so first what I'm gonna need is this, some more alloy. First we're gonna need a depot. Then we're gonna need this, this, and this. And I already have 3 iron on me, so that's actually already good. Might as well make like 10. I don't see why not. Just so it's also running while it's over here. Put that there, there, that. So then, I can very slowly but surely press it. Nice. Now, I guess while I'm waiting for that to bonk, we can make a hand crank in order to just make that sort of stuff go faster. I'll go grab the smashed... I'll go grab the smashed iron plates, whatever they're called. Sheets, yes. Already made 8. That's actually pretty impressive. Keep 3, put the rest away. And I can make that, that, and that. Mechanical saw. Alrighty, let's get to it. So that, bam. So yes, this does take food. I just have to be careful about inventory, apparently. But also just how much I don't want to overuse it. Yes, so this is so much better. Glad I had thought of that. But this is gonna expedite our time to head over to the cove to pick up a few more crabs. Is that what I should call it? The cove? Cove. Yeah, I think I like that. Wait, I just had an idea. If I put this here, cutting board, and then if I just made like a stone knife, I think I can make crab legs, which for the sake of it, I think is just more efficient to eat because then I'm not wasting energy essentially trying to crack it open every single time. Awesome. Well, I seem to have basically doubled my food supply now. Not really doubled, but it helps. Okay, so actually what I should do is I should place down just a lot of these. I don't necessarily want to make the really big tree because then there's just gonna be a ton of potzel. Come to think of it, I think I can get away with at least putting it like here because all of this is gonna turn to farmland regardless. Because yeah, then we can turn all of that potzel into farmland. Okay, now back to the house since we have a little bit more wood. 2, 3, 4, 5, bam, 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 bam. I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. I should just be doing that. Yeah, and then I think they go across. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna make this look best. Luckily, it does look like the house is coming together. I was starting to worry for a moment that it would not start looking good, but it is. That's probably just because of my brilliance and genius. You know what, I'll actually go around now, since I'm kind of actually just waiting around at the moment. I'll go around texturing the logs so I have a little bit more to work with later. And by texturing, I mean placing some of the logs just... not like that. Placing some of the logs like this with oak wood every now and then. Sometimes groups of 2, not really a pattern. Ooh, and a giant tree grew. So hold on, let me grab that after I make sure I get all the items here. And let's go get this giant tree. So first we gotta prep it. So that's just this. Then this feels like it's definitely energy efficient on my end. Perfect, clean little line here. Is there some on top? There is. Oh my god. Yeah, and then I guess I can just plant it again. Again, luckily these are in season, so these are actually growing. And they can grow in the winter, which is extra cool. So actually what I wanted to do earlier is actually use the cutting board to get some bark out of this as well, because bark can be used for different things that would be quite helpful later on. And if we're gonna use the durability on the axe anyway, then might as well do it here. I think as a matter of fact, because this is going to actually be a part of the build, I want to turn these into barrels. Actually, as a matter of fact, I do want to try something real quick. I want to make this tool called a trowel, because then if my inventory looks like this with the blocks, then it should place a majority of spruce, but even it quite nice. So let's see how that works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5. That's statistically interesting. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's more important, proper survival or a nice house? I would say a nice house, personally speaking. Because with a nice house, you have a much lower chance of getting attacked by monsters. And I think that's the whole gist of houses. That is the wood structure. I think mostly, if not all done, besides these little structure parts. Okay, well, I guess it's not finished. So right now, I want to real quick fill it up with a diorite here, just to get that out of the way. I think I want only these center ones to have the windows. That way I'm not wasting a ton of materials on barrels for the windows. But trust me, the barrels are gonna look really nice once they're implemented. Oh, hello, what up, bam, bam. That's a lot. I do not have enough to store that. I'm gonna start building at the floor, so I have the floor. Yeah, that does start getting irritating after a certain time. Back to the brick situation. Oh my god, I had the perfect amount of stairs, I think. Yes, I did. That is actually kind of impressive. Okay, and that's what the interior here should now look like, which actually has a good look over the land. Arguably, I mean, it has the same level as those blocks over there, but ignore that. And I just had a horrible realization. This is one block too low. So I'm actually gonna boost these up one more level. This is the undo of shame. I'm getting really hungry and it's nighttime, so I'm gonna go sleep. Well, it rained overnight, which caused the haze. So there's that, I guess. Oh my god, are those skeletons taking cover in the water? Oh my god. Oh yeah, all right, and then I need to fill up the windows with this pattern. Cool, and then, well, so that's what that looks like, which is pretty cool. And each of the windows will actually need shutters, like so. Okay, all of those are done. I think honestly what I actually need to do next is create the shape that this is gonna go in. Okay, that looks to be what I want the shape of the roof to be. Yeah, so that should be right. Do I don't think any of this is dark oak on this side of the continent. So part of this build, I want to use dark oak. And I think the closest dark oak that we have cross water is over there. But I'm very anxious to actually boat over there. So I think what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna end this build, not now, but I'm gonna end this build with a few details left out that would leave out on the dark oak that would make it look nicer. But hey, look, it's already coming together. All right, let's see if I can start placing the diorite already. It's not gonna be a lot, but it'll give an idea of what the house will look like with the roof. Okay, nighttime and it's starting to rain. Wow, that was basically almost all of our deep slate, so. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh, this is bad on many levels. I don't like that. We're gonna go to safety. I was playing it too light there. Personally, I kind of want to move my bed inside. Please don't come close, please don't come close. Ah! Let me in. God, why did I build it this way? Okay, we're gonna be in the rain. Can I at least duck out this way? Barely get rained on. Can I? Do I have to sleep up higher? Yep, that works. All right. Does that mean there's zombies in here? No, there's no zombies in here, but I hear that they're not getting burned down there. Ooh, why does it sound like there's something up here? No, where am I hearing those footsteps? Weird. I also know that there might be a creeper nearby, so... Oh, yep, that was a creeper. I should probably get a campfire going in this house at some point. Yeah, you wanna come get me? Yeah, come get me, come on. Oh, yeah, that's the sunlight. They never learn, do they? Well, I believe that's where we should about call it for today. Next time we'll get the house finished, and then hopefully we'll start diving a little bit more into creating stuff with Create. So I hope to see you along for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to catch the uploads as soon as they come out, make sure to subscribe. Later.